Hi there, it's me, Priscilla V, and welcome to Capricorn Dreams. Um, okay, so up first, I have a deity goddess card for you. Okay, and this is Curricola. Okay, um, and she is a Tibetan Buddhist, or she is studies of her have been done by Tibetan Buddhists. Um, she's the goddess of enchantment, uh, magnetism, and love. Um, yeah, so she's part of Tibetan Buddhism, and she is basically like she's like the very cause of wisdom. Um, she who is the cause of knowledge. Okay. So that's the goddess card that we're going with today. And as you study your dreams and as you look for wisdom, with your dreams, you're going to be gaining more knowledge. Okay. Also, your affirmation for August is visualization. My mind is a powerful tool for transforming dreams into reality. Okay, so this is your affirmation for August. Okay, Capricorn. Now let's start here with some safety and comfort energies, because we all know we want safety and comfort when it comes to our dream world. And then I have for you this Knight of Pentacles. Okay. And it looks like he's holding like a lime or a pear or some kind of green fruit here. And he's giving it to this woman. Okay. So let's just start with that, with the Knight of Pentacles, and see where that leads to. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Um, so, someone who's rides slowly enduring a heavy horse, to which the aspect corresponds: utility, service, ableness, interest, rectitude, responsibility. And then we have inertia, idleness, repose of that kind, stagnation, also discouragement and carelessness. So you could be having a dream about someone who is either of service to you, or you could be having a dream of someone who's not in service to you. So you could be having a dream about both people, right? You could be having, getting that sense like this person is serving your best interest, that this other person is not serving your best interest. Also, we have here, this is the Hanged Man card. Okay. So there's that energy as well. And the Hangman card talks about wisdom and trials, circumspection, discernment, sacrifice, intuition, divination, prophecy. Reversed, it can mean selfishness, the crowd, body, and politics. So maybe you're having a dream about something to do with politics, someone who is selfish. You could also be having a dream. This dream is trying to give you wisdom on certain situations. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. I'm getting Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands energy. Or Queen. Definitely, this is definitely a Queen. So Queen of Wands here for sure. And this one, I'm thinking might be Queen of Cups, possibly, or King of Cups. So let's take a look. Queen of Cups. Beautiful, fair, dreamy woman. Good, fair woman, honest, devoted. Will do service to the court, which is you, right? So loving, intelligent, hence the gift of vision, success, and happiness, pleasure, also wisdom, virtue. This also could mean there's like a very distinguished woman, but she can't be trusted. Um, so it could mean like opposite of that too. But let's take a look. Queen of Wands. Throughout the suit, the wands are always in a leaf as a suit of life and animation. Emotionally and otherwise, the queen's personality corresponds to that of the king, but is more magnetic. Um, so a dark woman or a country woman, friendly, chaste, loving, honorable. The card beside her signifies a man. She is well disposed towards him. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if this is a man or woman, so I'm just going to read both because I'm getting both energies from this card. Also loves money, good, economical, also signifies someone who's jealous. So now, if this card here is the King of Cups and not the Queen of Cups, that might bring more clarification. Holds up a scepter. Okay, so fair man, business law, responsibility or divinity, disposed to oblige the court. Also, equity, art, and science, including those who profess science, law, and art, creative intelligence. But could be someone who's dishonest, unjust, and vice and scandal. So, I I'm trying really hard here to like kind of make sense of this, but like because if the cards were reversed, right, which I always read them like upright usually 90% of the time, um, there's always like some question. There's always some reason why you want to know, like, why are these people appearing in your dreams, right? Like, you might have like a very wise, very intelligent, a very kind, loving, nurturing woman appear in your dream, and you're like, why is that woman in my dream? And like, she might want to show you something, right? Or it could be a man or it might just be a person, but you can't make out if it's a man or woman. Other times you can definitely tell if it's a man or woman, okay? Sometimes it could be like such a real person that like exists in the world, like a sibling, a parent, a friend, a celebrity, it could be someone you recognize. So I'm just trying to make sense of like, yeah, I feel like you need to write these dreams down so you don't forget them. Okay. You have like a scribe here. I'm getting like Page of Wands or Page of Cups, possibly from this energy here, because there's a cup and he's writing. So, I think you need to write these dreams down, definitely, for sure, and like describe what the person looks like. Like, I think, like, how like when you watch those cop shows and the cops are like, okay, right, tell the person who draws a picture of the assailant, okay, tell them what they look like, right? And then they'll draw a picture of that person, right? So they can identify the assailant. So I think that's like maybe what your dreams are like you're trying to make out people's faces, remember what they looked like, so you can, visualize in your mind um who specifically is appearing and why specifically they're appearing. Um, let's see here. I'm going to go with Page of Cups on this one because there's no booklet. And I'm definitely getting like a Page of Cups energy from here because there's definitely a cup there. So, Page of Cups. A fair, pleasing, somewhat page, studious and intent, contemplates a fish rising from a cup to look at him. Fair young man, one impelled to render service and with whom the court will be connected. A studious youth, news, message, application, reflection, meditation. Also these things directed by business. Taste, inclination, attachment, seduction, deception, and artifice. Yeah, like I think like um you're trying in your like mind's eye, like in your dream, basically like you're trying to see and make out the faces of these people so you can identify them better, especially if there's someone you don't recognize, like they're not a well-known face like a celebrity or a politician, someone you like see their face all the time. So it's good to like describe in my descriptions of their faces, like blue eyes, brown hair, green eyes, blonde hair, blue eyes. Okay, honey, yay. Good job, yay. Okay, this looks like Justice 13. Let me see. Death. Looks like Justice with the scales here, but it's the number 13. So death is end, mortality, destruction, corruption, inertia, sleep, lethargia, petrification, somnambulism. If anyone knows what somnambulism means, let me know in the comments below. No, I'll just Google it. But yeah, so that's interesting. I was definitely getting like justice with the scales there, but nope, it's the death card. So that, shows me like you, I want to know what somnambulism means. Sleepwalking. Okay, now that makes sense. If you're dreaming in somnambulism, you're sleepwalking. So you kind of are. You might actually be a sleepwalker. Let me know. But I am not a sleepwalker. I am. I think this could mean I'm more of like a lucid dreamer. So, but let me know if you are a sleepwalker. That's really interesting. So when you're sleeping though, and you're aware of what's happening to you in your dream, you're like fully conscious in your dream. Okay, sleepwalking is a little bit different. You're not really consciously aware of what's going on. So, you probably are questioning a lot of different subjects, a lot of different things, a lot of things probably to do with like corruption, because I'm getting like the politic energy. So maybe you're dreaming about like what the world would be like if, President X was president or President A was president. Like you're dreaming A or B, right? I thought I put X because anyways. trust your intuition on what you think I'm talking about. But like you have to kind of like not like you're kind of trying to like predict like the outcome of something to do with politics. It can be affecting how the world will look if if certain people are running the country. I don't know, whatever, in charge, right? It's a mindset, like, and it's a worrisome one to be thinking about, like, what could happen if the person you don't like is in charge, because we don't want people we don't like in charge of our lives, obviously, and we want people to have our best interests. Um, and it's like a huge thing right now that's happening in the country and in the world. There's a lot of leaders that aren't really good leaders that are trying to be in charge, and then there are really good people that have good ethics that are trying to be in charge. And I think that's why we have like the scale. This card has the scale here, because you are probably worried that, like, what if the scale tips too far this way, and now all of your like worries and fears are come true. And then over here you have, well, this would be my happiness over here. And it's a tough, like, energy and mindset to be in, for sure. And death could be really on your mind a lot, like death of your soul, death of your, like, life that you love so much. So, you know, you could be just, walking. So, this here definitely is Ace of Pentacles. And there's a bunch of hands coming out of it. There's the number 1 here and a bunch of hands reaching from it. Okay. So let's see here. Um, well, Ace of Pentacles always indicates some sort of answer, or even like a call from the universe. When you ask it a question like, what is my purpose, or like, what am I doing here, like, what's the sign here that I need, that I'm missing here? With all the hands reaching out, it's time for you to, like, reach out and ask people for help understanding your dreams better, understanding what their meaning is. I also think, like, you're going to be doing a lot of research. Not everyone's going to respond. Like, not everyone's going to have the answer you're seeking. But the more you reach out, and the more you reach out, the more likely it is that you're going to find the answer, because I think the answer is coming from within you. I think you already, like, maybe subconsciously know the answer, but you're looking for, like, someone else to, like, confirm it. Like, you're looking for the universe to confirm that. But also know that, like, you have to, like, believe in yourself. That's the key here that the universe wants you to know is like the answer is coming from within you. And as the hands reach out, it's not just hands reaching out. It's not just like you. It's not like you looking for answers. It's more. It's also you being able to give those answers as well, and those hands might be reaching out to you for help and asking you for help as you're reaching out to them. It's kind of like an energy exchange of like you want more knowledge of why you're having these specific dreams, and the universe is like so that you can talk about them or so you can find other people who want to find answers too. I know it seems like a little bit vague, but I promise you, like the more you look and the more you search for answers, the more you're gonna find. The more clarity will come over time. So this is just like the halfway mark of August. So yeah. Also, we have here the Ace of Swords as well. Coming in right after the Ace of, the Ace of Pentacles. So that's interesting that it's the sword is kind of coming up after because that's kind of indicating to me a little bit that that could be where the answer lies, is in the Ace of Swords. So if your Ace of Cups is kind of like your question to the universe of like, why am I having these dreams? Why are they coming to me? Yeah. So it's kind of like a sense of revolution almost. It's like you're revolutionizing the way you see the world, right? Or your version of the world, or your vision for the world, or the way you see the world is a revolutionary idea. And you're looking for other revolutionaries as well to kind of say, like, we're in the same boat as you. Like, we want to revolutionize the way the world works too. The way, and this is all stemming from what your dreams are telling you, what the people in your dreams are telling you. That's why it's important to write down your dreams and try to identify the faces in your dreams. If it's not a face that you recognize, that's not familiar to you, write the description of them down anyway, right? And to the best of your knowledge, or try to draw. If you're more of a drawer, like an artist, where you like sketch and draw and paint the dream, draw the dream, right? Sketch the dream. I write my dreams. That's just how I do it. I'm not very good like sketch artist, but if you are, that's a great way to show what's going on inside, outside. And people can look at it and be like, wow, like this evokes similar feelings and emotions to me, like this, like deja vu, kind of feeling. Which is another sign you're on the right path when you feel deja vu, by the way. And then we have your response to that. So like as you express yourself, as you write down your dreams or draw your dreams, then the Ace of Swords is your response to that. The kind of like reaction that happens as a result. Okay. A hand issues from a cloud, grasping a sword, the point of which is encircled by a crown. Triumph, the excessive degree in everything. Conquest, Triumph of force, a card of great force in love as well as in hatred. Love and hatred, very fine line between the two, difference between the two, okay? Um, so, you know, all's fair in love and war, right? Like that quote, right? So, um, the same meanings, but the results are disastrous, okay? Like, if you are, um, it's almost like if you think the results are going to be disastrous, they might just be disastrous, but you don't want that, right? Like if you write down your dream, or and you share your dream, or you paint your dream, or you talk about your dream, um, the reaction you get back could be like, so what? Like no one's interested, right? Or don't see and you appreciate it, or don't see any value, right? That for you could feel very disastrous. That could feel the opposite of a triumph, the opposite of a victory. But know that like just by expressing yourself, you're already showing love. You're already showing love to yourself. And I think that's like a key component here in all this is like the reason you want to talk about your dreams, the reason you want to explore your creative side and like how you're feeling and what your thought processes are. It's not so like you can necessarily get a reaction. Like, yeah, it would be nice if you got like, 100 people that you're like, oh my gosh, I love this, right? That would be great. That would be amazing. But that's not the purpose or the point of why you're doing it or the motivation behind it. It's the motivation is that you are getting a message that you feel the need to share. And that's it. Whatever the reaction is, it's not your problem. It's not your motivation for sharing. Your motivation for sharing is purely because you're being like called to do it, like almost like a call to action. And that's kind of like the Ace of Cups. It's like calling you out of just being this dreamer in this dream world that's getting all these messages and getting all these downloads and getting all these like faces you recognize or you don't recognize, or having these interesting conversations, or and making sense of it all. Okay. And the Ace of Swords is telling you like some people might hate it, some people might love it. Do it anyway. Okay, share your voice anyway. Show your artistic talents anyway. Express yourself anyway, regardless. Okay, that's what the universe wants you to know when you're like, well, why am I having all this? Why am I having all these dreams? And what do they all mean? The reason you're having all these dreams, the meaning is that you're supposed to share it. And whatever people's reaction is not your problem. Okay? And yeah. You are worthy. See, you are worthy. Like you deserve happiness, and the Ace of Cups is that flow of water and that element of like calmness and like feeling of like being able to like flow out your ideas, get your creative flow going, being able to express yourself. Know that you are worthy. Regardless of what other people are telling you, you are worthy. You're worthy of being able to feel safe and express yourself in your most authentic way, and share your voice and your opinions and your creativity. And that's important. Okay? Like you are important is what the meaning of why you're having these dreams. Okay? Um, okay, so Two of Cups and Two of Pentacles. Two of Cups and Two of Pentacles. Okay, so let's take a look at the Two of Pentacles first. Okay, so and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so let's take a look at the yes, let's take a look at the Two of Pentacles first. Okay. So Two of Pentacles. Take a look at this. Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles, okay, so dancing, um, joined together to, also would say recreation, connections with the subject of the design, news, messages, writing. There could be some obstacles to this. There could also be like letters of exchange or handwriting, enjoyment. So, yeah, it seems like what you want is like enjoyment from this. Like you want a positive response to the dreams you're having, or you want positive dreams. You want encouragement that you're on the right path. You want that confirmation. And this Two of Cups is probably going to let you know as far as like what's going on with that. Yeah. Because for some, the Two of Pentacles, for some reason, is like what, it's almost like what's going to happen once you do start talking and expressing yourself. Okay, so, Two of Cups. Just leave it on the floor. Okay, so Two of Cups. Okay, so someone, two people are pledging an oath to one another. Love, passion, friendship, union. Um, So I think that if you start expressing yourself like authentically and you start talking about your dreams and what you're dreaming, or painting it or drawing it or writing about it and then sharing that stuff, you know, there's dream circles, there's all kinds of helpful resources for knowing and interpreting dreams. So I think once you start to do that and participate in that, you're gonna start to find your group or your crowd, right? Because it exists out there. I know it. Like that's why I'm doing dream interpretations. Breaking the fourth wall. Like I'm part of a dream circle. So like once you start to visualize your dream and um, talk about it more, it becomes like more like it's not so one dimensional anymore, right? It's not just like you in your dream. It's part of your reality. A lot of people forget that our dreams are part of our reality and they just don't talk about them and they just don't take them serious. But they are very serious, and they are messages that you're like maybe subconscious, maybe unconscious, maybe a little bit of both, maybe even just not me, maybe even your consciousness because you're so lucid now. It's all happening to you for a reason. It's all trying to tell you things for a reason. So tap into that. And once you do, once you start sharing it and finding people that like to talk about dreams and things like that, like me, you're gonna start to like almost like find yourself a little bit more. You're gonna start to understand yourself more. You're gonna start to like love yourself even more and hold yourself to like a more like higher standard, because you're gonna have more respect for yourself, because it's a huge part of like who you are and where your creativity comes from and where your intuition comes from, and it's just like a very huge part of your life. So it's really important that you don't break that union and stop um, learning more about it. Okay. And we have a Queen of Wands. Okay. So this is kind of to finalize things up for you. It's this Queen of Wands. And emotionally, um, and otherwise, the Queen's personality corresponds to that of the King, but is more magnetic. Um, yeah, I thought I already read this. Maybe I did and got mixed in. But also like love of money. So maybe like there's some kind of fortune or financial gain that's going to come from you being more creative and expressing yourself that way more. Um, yeah, good economy, serviceable. Obviously, there's going to be some opposition. There's always opposition. You know, there's always people that doubt you or don't believe in you or don't give you credit for your work. But the Queen of Wands is like, go to people who do credit you. Go to people who do respect your opinions. Go to the crowd and the people that are drawn to your energy or respond well to you or give you positive feedback. That's a sign you're moving in the right direction. Okay. Um, and now I have some moon oracle for you. Exalted moon, self-regulation. Yeah, it's really important here that you self-regulate and you give yourself enough time and make sure you have enough energy to shine bright. Like with this rainbow, like the bull is, you know, illuminating a beautiful rainbow energy here. Like it's like you want to express yourself. You want to give off that like aura or that light there. Also, rainbows just reminded me of like the different colors of your chakras for some reason. So maybe like chakras need to get into alignment. Things need to be taken care of so that you can express yourself fully the way you want to. Um, and there's the Hermit card here as well. So maybe you're not fully ready or prepared to like come out of that cloud over your eyes and like step out of the dream world and fully bring your dreams to light and bring your dreams out into the open yet. But I do think that you're getting there. And it's just like a process for you, Capricorn. Everything's a process. So you're just processing things a little bit more each and every day towards, um, yeah, like there's prudence, especially when you are afraid of like policies or um, you're afraid of corruption or treason. So I feel like in your past, I think you might have like maybe expressed yourself before and not really like getting getting the response that you were looking for. So now you're a little bit more hesitant when it comes to that, especially with your creative side. So just, you know, go at your own pace. Just really like breathe and just know that like you're heading in the right direction. You're going in the direction you want to go. It's just going at your pace, going slowly at your pace, okay? Um, and then bird message here for the month of August. Osprey, your success is now at hand. That's that universe handing you your success, like handing you the answers. Allow the abundance to flow to you effortlessly. That's your like creative flow, right? That's where you want to go. I don't know why, but I feel like I pulled the Seven of Pentacles card earlier for this reading, but then I just don't know if I read for that or explained that. But it's here. So, Seven of Pentacles. I think it's just important for some reason. I don't know why. But Seven of Pentacles. Let's see here. So, you're going to express yourself at your own pace, and you're going to take your time with everything. Um, because again, you want to write down these dreams, you want to draw them. You want the flow to be the effortless flow of creativity, but you're just a little bit like, okay, um, you're a little bit hermit mode, so you're a little bit like hesitant still. Okay, so Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, business, money. So a treasure here. Yeah, like you're looking at your treasures, and your treasures are your gifts. Your treasures are the things that make you you. Your treasures are all your talents and all of your dreams that you have that are giving you messages. Maybe you have messages of things before they happen. Maybe you have dreams about things that already happened, and then now the dream's explaining to you why it happened because you're questioning it. Maybe you're having like scenarios play out in your mind of like your worst fears, or maybe you're having scenarios play out in your mind of your um, most successful life and what that looks like. There's all these different like possibilities, right? Of things yet to come, right? Or things that have happened and you're trying to make sense of them. So, that being said, you're looking at all of that, right, in front of you, right? You're looking at all the possibilities. And each one is a little gift to yourself. Each one is a little treasure to yourself. It's like, if you lived your best life, what would that look like? And now that you know, how are you going to achieve it, right? By expressing it, by talking about it, by making moves to make it happen, right? If it's more money and more wealth that you want, and you want to sell your art to make money, and that's how you want to live your life and take care of yourself, and that's your best life and version of you, and what you want to spend the rest of your life doing, take action steps to make that happen. Okay, here is your, hypothetical, metaphorical cup with your gold and treasures inside. Now you need to share your golden treasures, right? If your golden treasure is your art, if your golden treasure is your writing, if your golden treasure is your ability to cook delicious food, maybe it's your ability to like manage, groups of people and, educate them on different topics. There are so many different ways that you can live your best, most authentic life. And so you're looking at all those possibilities and all those gifts and all those different ways of living life in your best life. And you're stepping into that. You're accepting that as your reality. Yeah, there could be negative things, but the Seven of coins here, I always like Seven of Cups. I don't know why, but like that, the Ace of Cups did show up here. So I feel like the Ace of Cups is filled with these like 7 coins. And I don't know, I think I'm just trying, honestly, like to make sense of this, but I do think that um, not to give up on yourself and not to let doubt and fear um, control your intentions, because the Hermit is telling me like you could be a little bit scared of being yourself, but just slowly, cautiously, little by little, show the parts of you that you're scared to show, like your creative talents or your, ability to, your gifts, like we all have gifts, but if we don't use them, then that can be a very dark period in our lives. And like, I feel like you were a little bit like hindered and like you got a little bit negative responses when you showed your talent. So you're like now like, okay, I took a break from showing who I really am. Now I need to show who I am again. And that's what your dreams are telling you. Your dreams are telling you to do. Because, like the osprey says here with the bird message, your success is now in hand. Allow the abundance to flow to you effortlessly. So let the Seven of Pentacles flow into your Ace of Cups. Let the ideas come to you. Let the new possibilities come to you. Accept them and be grateful and know that like this, you deserve this and it's meant for you, and don't question it. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Capricorns. Thank you so much for watching. And here's the water flowing into your cup half full. You are worthy, like that metaphor. Do you see the cup as half full or half empty? Because if you see it as half empty all the time, like what's the point? What's the point in that, right? You know you have beautiful ideas. You know you're worthy of gifts and abundance. So accept it and celebrate that and be excited for that. Okay. Love and light always. Thanks for watching. Bye.